Welcome to the Know. I'm Ashley Jenkins.
I'm John Reisinger.
Buckle up, gamers. Forza Horizon 3 is out in just a week, bringing its special brand of arcadey open-world racing goodness to the varied locales of Australia.
After the success of the previous game, fans have been eagerly waiting to find out if the next iteration of the series could actually improve on what came before it. But now the reviews are dropping from the Outback, which means we get to ask that oh-so-important question, is Forza Horizon 3 good?
Time for a drop breath joke. We'll just cut right to the chase, because so far the early answer for the developers at Playground Games seems to be a resounding yes. So you can just stop watching now. Just kidding, don't stop watching, please keep watching. Forza Horizon 3 is currently sitting at an impressive score of 91 on Metacritic.
Dem cars drive good. As far as where that 91 sits in the great pantheon of Forza titles so far, it's actually pretty damn good. For those who don't know, the difference between Forza Motorsport and Forza Horizon games is that Motorsport is for the purists, focusing on real-world tracks, customization, and physics. Horizon, on the other hand, takes some of those same mechanics and creates a more fictionalized open world with an arcade emphasis.
Right, so it's more arcadey. So when you compare Forza Horizon 3's 91 to all the Forza games before it, it's actually the highest scoring Horizon game yet and the best scoring game in the franchise in 5 years.
2012's Forza Horizon sports an 85 on Metacritic, while Forza Horizon 2 is sitting at 86 on the review aggregator. Meanwhile, the proper series, starting with the first game, have scored 92, 90, 92, 91, 79, and 87.
Feel bad for that, 79.
Yeah,
no one wants to play with him.
Someone screwed up.
But, which is funny, because that's not a bad score. It's just like, well, it's an outlier.
They forgot to put the steering wheels in.
When it's all said and done, that makes Forza Horizon 3 tied as the third highest scoring game across all 9 in the entire franchise, which isn't too shabby considering the muscle in the competition, and it's definitely good news for racing enthusiasts.
But there's 9 of these things? That's
there's a lot of games in the Forza series.
Wow. In terms of how that 91 breaks down across all the different reviewers, generally everybody seems to be in agreement that this game is actually outstanding.
Yeah, as far as some of the more notable outlets go, Digital Spy, US Gamer, and Twinfinite all gave it 5 out of 5. IGN scored it a 9.5 out of 10. GameSpot and Destructoid gave it a 9, and Attack of the Fanboy gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Polygon and Games Radar scored it a little bit lower at 8.5 and 8 respectively.
Those scores are certainly high, and the reviews are chock full of superlatives to back up those numbers. It's actually kind of mind-boggling how much reviewers went over the top in their praise of Forza Horizon 3.
Forza.
I'll get it.
Just say Forza.
Yeah.
That's 3 times. US Gamer called it the finest arcade racer yet seen, and one of this generation's greatest games, for instance. IGN's reviewer referred to it as a masterclass and said it's the racing game I've been waiting for, and Shack News said it's easily the greatest iteration of the Forza series.
So, if you couldn't tell, it's getting some high praise. What makes the game just so damn fun, according to reviewers who plumbed the depths of the Australian outback? Well, a lot of that comes from the improvements and changes Forza Horizon 3 has brought to the series.
So not only is the Australian map scene in Forza Horizon 3 double the size of Horizon 2's Southern European locales, it's also got more cars.
Yes!
About 100 more, at a total of 350 to be exact. Plus, it's filled to the brim with new content including races, PR stunts, drift zones, midnight races, championship series, create your own events, bucket list challenges, drop bears, and showcase events, where you race things like trains or a fleet of power boats.
Some of that was in Forza Horizon 2, to be fair, but everything is bigger and has more personal touches in the sequel, whereas in the previous game, you're simply one racer trying to make a name for himself.
Or herself.
Or itself. Horizon 3 makes you the boss in charge of creating the coolest races ever.
The emphasis on being the boss is the big thing that separates the game for reviewers and what sends it over the top in terms of fun factor. Namely, because you can choose how you progress through the game on your own terms, thanks to Blueprint Mode, which allows you to tailor races to your liking without sacrificing any of the official mode's rewards.
US Gamer said of Blueprint Mode, I think this is a brilliant feature as it basically lets you race exactly what you want when you want. They went on to write, because of this, I have yet to encounter a situation where I've had to drive a car that hasn't been interesting to me.
The other part of what made Forza Horizon 3 so great for reviewers, especially when coupled with the choose your own progression factor, was Australia itself. IGN praised the game's map, stating, its greatest strength is probably the sheer variety of landscapes, though Horizon 3 remains dwarfed by the likes of the crew's impressively large map, but it packs a pile of vastly different terrains onto its Australian backdrop.
Polygon agreed in its review, saying the Australia portrayed here isn't merely rendered prettily, it's more that the world itself is a never-ending source of discovery and charm, so much so that while playing it, all I ever wanted was to reveal more, and also more.
Other reviewers also highlighted the game's social features. Thanks to the series' famous Drivatar system, AI drivers in the game are filled by people from your friends list and even drive the way your friends do in their own games. So I hope that your friends aren't assholes.
Yeah.
This makes the game feel very social, even if you are playing offline.
In terms of negatives about Forza Horizon 3, most of the complaints had to do with frame rate. IGN complained that it's locked at 30 FPS. However, they also noted that it very rarely dipped and emphasized that it was still gorgeous.
Both Polygon and GamesRadar talked about the blandness of the actual racetracks as well. However, they also pointed out that most of that was due to the game's activities being so diverse and full of personality. Like, it's almost just too good.
Yeah, I hate it when people tell me, John, you're too diverse and you got too much personality.
John Reitzinger.
Reitzinger. So, in all, it sounds like Forza Horizon 3 is a worthy update to the Horizon series. It takes the arcade action up a notch while still maintaining the tight driving that has made the Forza franchise famous.
And thanks to the beauty, variety, and sheer amount of content in the Australian map, there'll be plenty for players to do for months to come. Plus, you'll be able to do co-op crossplay between Xbox One and PC.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Forza Horizon 3's gushing reviews? Do you plan on picking up the game? Let us know in the comments.
And for future updates on reviews for all your most anticipated games, be sure to like anticipated games. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the know. We pronounce things. Reitzinger. Forza Horizon.
At what part does Vin Diesel show up and race you?
I mean, you better hope not, because you've been granny clutching when you should have been double shifting. Hold on, I don't know the things from the Fast and Furious.
You literally...
You didn't even have your car!
You literally turned away as you were doing that joke in, like, preemptive shame.
I don't know what this is.
That's great.